Uh, well,
This one.
okay, I'll shoot that one.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna ready so that I could move next to it.
Oh yeah, I'll ready it. That's what I was gonna do. Yeah, I'll ready an attack on that one.
Okay.
I'm staying put, by the way.
Red.
Let's move to here and stab it.
All right, that's going to trigger Birdie's held action first.
Yep.
Okay.
As expected.
That is a 25.
25 will
Hit.
hit.
Okay, and that is 15 piercing damage.
Okay. Moving or staying put?
That was his reaction.
Oh, that's reaction.
I'm going to go ahead and make my attack as an action. Hits an armor class of 17.
That's good.
$22 damage.
22. And this is with short sword?
Stiletto.
Stiletto. You stab this thing, and again, it recoils as though in pain. And as you pull your blade back, a loud bell chimes, shaking the whole room. This loud, deafening bell tolls out. Just once.
And I'll kind of, as I'm pulling the blade back, I'll kind of bang it against the thing a few more times, not for damage. Over here, Wendy, and I'll give Wendy advantage on her next attack against it.
Okay.
Nice. Well,
And it's
in that case,
Wendy's turn.
for funsies, I'll use that one as a sharpshooter. Because why not?
That's why.
The other one is just a normal. And no.
And the arrows go wide. Moving or staying put?
I'll dodge again.
Dodge again. That's a key
Yep.
point.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, being blind is hard.
Okay, where are...
Looks like 5, 6, and 8.
Red.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to make 3... Oh, Adrex is there too, actually. Let's do Adrex first. Adrex, you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Stop rolling it on the cards.
As this one here blares out with its horn and stuns you. Red, I need you to make me 3 Constitution saving throws.
Are these against magic or a spell?
Nope. They're against horns.
Are they
Magic
magic horns?
They're clockwork
Con
horns.
is plus 0, so that's an 11, 11, and a 19.
Alright. So, this one blares out with its horn, and you are also stunned until the end of your next turn. This one blared twice. The other 2 blared once. It's going to bring us to Raazu.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go 10, 20, 30, and throw a javelin at this one.
The one next to Red?
Yep.
Okay.
So I have a question. Are these devices, I guess, are they attached to the floor?
No, they look like they can move freely, but they haven't so far.
That is a 12 to hit.
12 does not hit.
Okay.
Javelin just gets
I'm
caught in
moving.
the mesh of the floor.
I'm moving closer to Adrix so he gets bonuses for his save against this bullshit stun.
So, Adrix, you are stunned. That wears off at the end of your turn. Now go ahead and take your second turn.
What second turn?
Go ahead and take it.
It's magic bullshit.
Oh, that's Wacky Shack. What?
Alright, I'm gonna
Oh, I get it now. I think I get it anyway.
I'll stab this golem. Because
Okay.
why not?
Do it.
Oh, that's Wacky Shack.
God damn you people! What's the matter with you? Oh my
That's
god.
what's the matter with us. That's what's the matter with us.
New rule, -20 to all dice that go off the table.
No, absolutely not.
No.
This is where we will mute thee.
That's the line.
That's the line.
10. 10 piercing.
I'm sorry, 10?
Yeah.
Okay. And that was one stab.
Yeah, we'll do another stab.
2 stabs.
Not quite.
Oh, lost Destil.
You shot him.
Regular 20.
That's fine. That hits.
I'll get through this. 7 damage.
For 7 damage. Okay. Then moving or staying put?
How does everyone HP look? Everyone's still relatively okay.
Where'd your crit dice go?
I don't know. Where did... Alright, I'm assuming... Alright. Yeah, end of my turn.
Okay. It's going to bring us back to my lair action. Nobody was in the path of the sweeping blade. That brings us to Birdie's turn.
Whoa. Okay. I have a crazy idea. Why don't we push the golems that are not moving into the path of the long sweeping blade? Since they're not moving.
I'll let you make an active perception check if you want to try to determine any point of the mechanics of this room.
Yeah. Okay.
But that costs an action to do, though.
Well, I mean, yeah. Like. I mean, active perception.
Yeah, just a
That
perception
is
check.
a 15.
15. You watch, and the blade just swung from here to here, and it goes all the way out to the wall, but there are grooves in the feet of these golems, and the blade is passing harmlessly through them. And you see, now that you're looking, parts of the golems where you'd expect joints to be are actually not connected. It's like they're parts moving individually in and of themselves. This blade just passes through where their ankles should be.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna move here then.
Red, you're up. Oh, he's not here. He dropped out.
Yeah.
We'll let him take his turn when he comes back. How about Windy?
Alright. I'm gonna just kind of stumble my way forward
Okay.
so I can come across this one.
None of them seem to have moved from their positions. You don't hear any of them moving around.
And take him out
Do it.
with
I
my
believe you.
violence. It's a 20
That'll hit.
and 11,
Misses.
a 10, and a 21.
The 10 misses. You got 2 hits and 2 misses.
Alright.
What are you attacking with? It was a longsword and
My
flurry of blows?
longsword and feet.
And feet. Okay.
Yeah. That's a 13 slashing magical.
Okay. And then from the foot.
Oh, that was it. That was both together.
Okay. And moving or staying put?
I'm staying put.
And this one, I mean, you can feel it moving under the weight of your blows, just like you'd expect a person to move if you were beating them up with a sword.
Good.
Cool, now it's my turn. Oops. I'm juggling two text files here, going back and forth. Because one of them I'm allowed to edit, and one I'm not. Alright.
Not allowed to. You're not allowed to edit your own file.
I mean, I could if I wanted to, but I've been down that rabbit hole before. It ends up with me losing lots of notes as things get misplaced or written over.
That seems reasonable.
Windy, you're not dodging,
Yeah.
correct?
No.
I have a natural 20.
Oh, that'll hit.
I have a 14.
No.
And Birdie, I have a 14.
It does not do it.
Does not do it. You guys watch as these two here, I mean, all three of them kind of put their arms together, and you see them fuse together and expand out, making kind of a large shield with an X across the front of it. And this one here just batters Windy with it. They launch out, connected to similar chains as the lances. And Windy, you are knocked prone in your square.
Okay.
The other shield just goes straight over your head because you're already prone, and this one comes flying out at Birdie, but he deftly avoids it. Oops, wrong die. Sorry.
Welcome back, Destil.
5 points of bludgeoning damage, Windy.
Okay. I think I'm gonna make it through this, guys.
I mean, hope so.
Did Destil get back in?
He's in the Discord.
He's very tricky.
We haven't heard you, Destil, if you're trying to...
Am I back?
You're back.
Yes.
Welcome back. You can go ahead and take your
One
turn that we
second.
skip now.
I'll roll for you if you want.
Let's all
I
take...
was stunned the
take
last time I was here.
We're going to take 60 seconds so I can run to the fridge and get a fizzy drink. When we come back, Destil can kill my golems.
Oh, I'm good. I like that.
Doesn't sound like Destil.
I mean, Destil can talk at the golems. Convince them it would be in our best interest to let us go. That seems to be what he does.
I'm standing next to one of them, so you can sneak attack it.
Yep.
That's right. Only the blind man has the courage.
You're not standing, you're prone.
I'm lying next to, menacingly.
So I'm not stunned anymore. Is that still accurate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, were you stunned before?
Oh, that's
When
right.
I left, yeah. Last
Okay.
thing I heard was that I was stunned.
So it's a good thing we skipped your turn then, because all that you can do is get not stunned anymore.
Okay.
So that's going to bring us to Raazu.
Nailed it.
Let's see.
Ah,
10,
delicious Pepsi.
20, 30 gets me there. And I'm going to halberd this guy.
So,
Okay, halberd him.
That's a 16 to hit
That will hit.
for 13 slashing damage.
Not bad.
Take a second swing. It's also 16 to hit for another 13 damage. Max damage on both hits.
Okay.
Sorry about that. My phone beeped at me.
how
It
dare
was a
you.
very pleasant beep. I enjoyed it.
Glad to hear.
Moving or staying put?
I'm gonna stay put there. I used all my movement to get over there.
As you cleave my poor golem. Adrex, you're not stunned, are you? No, you're not.
No. Finally, I can have a proper turn. It's so good. It's so good. 1, 2, 3, 5. Stab.
Stab him?
Stab him.
Okay.
Make
Do
with
the
the
stab.
stabbing. Use your violence.
Not with a 12, I won't. How about a
You don't know that.
No, 12 doesn't do it.
That'll do it.
26?
26 will do it.
Please to
Okay.
be enjoying a
Hey, max damage.
11 damage.
Okay. And then, is that all your movement?
Because I'm curious, how about a DC 16 strength saving throw?
Okay. Fail.
Fail. It takes additional 3 points of damage.
Okay.
And what happens when I shove him?
Where are you shoving him to?
Bang.
He gets shoved there. That's what happens.
You bully.
Don't be such a bully, Adrex.
Is that it for Adrex?
That's Adrex. Yeah, that's Adrex's turn.
Okay.
We're just saying, if we can round them all up.
Windy.
Yeah.
14 points of slashing damage. As you're laying prone, and this minute hand sweeps over you, just rakes you across the flesh. You don't have any opportunity to dodge it.
Ow.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. You probably shouldn't get knocked prone. Birdie, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to.
Thanks for the pro tip, Brick.
That's like a Nintendo Power tip right there. Whatever you
Yeah.
do, don't get hit by the thing. Talk to all the NPCs.
Grind to level 99 and get dual wield.
Dual cast
Uh,
Ultima.
Yeah.
Graveyard duck.
I'm going to. I'm going to hold an action to when someone gets next to that one to shoot it.
Okay. Red.
Although we should probably be smashing the ones that are.
Wait, did this one actually move when it got pushed?
Yeah.
Yes. Adrix
Okay.
shoved it out from its position. No, there's nothing actually binding these guys to the floor. You watched as they all stepped out of the walls, out of the cavities in the walls.
Cunning action dash.
Okay, that'll trigger Birdie's action.
Does a 14 hit?
It does.
Okay.
We found out it's AC.
Now I have to change it.
Yep.
That's how it works.
That's the rule. If we figure out the things AC,
It's a total of 19 piercing.
19 piercing. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go ahead and take a stab with the stiletto. That'll hit an armor class of 24
That's definitely good enough. I raised it. I didn't raise it that high.
Just keep
for
going.
19 piercing damage.
Okay.
every time it gets hit, its AC increases.
And once
would be a
again,
terribly-
the bell tolls out. This time it rings twice. And the sound reverberates through the whole room. You feel it deep down in your bones. Is that it for Red?
Yep, that's my turn.
Okay, it's going to bring us to Windy.
All right. I'm going to head over here and I'm going to help whip at it.
Okay.
That's a 17
We'll hit. Oh, you almost had it.
and a 12.
The 17 hits, not the 12.
All right.
What you should do is you should take a level in Kobold.
Oh my god.
Take a leveling Kobold.
Become Pun
That's-
Pun.
8 slashing.
8 slashing.
Yep. And I'm going to key point dodge.
Key point dodge. Okay. Let's start with Red.
Mm-hmm.
Red, I've got a 12
On armor class, no.
and a 15.
Actually, not sure. Let me look. AC is 16. Nope.
Okay. So this one... Oh, I'm sorry. It gets one more attack. Last attack is a 17.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't sound suspicious at all.
For 5 points of piercing damage. This one here goes to bash you once with its shield, and then it forms 2 lances to come out and stab you. You dodge the shield in the first lance, but the second lance catches you. Windy, we're going to do the same ride. Except... Oh, I don't roll at
I'm
disadvantage.
gonna uncanny dodge that one, so you know.
Okay. Windy,
Yep.
I have a nat 20.
Uh-huh,
I have
sure.
a 7
Okay.
and a 14.
Nat 20 will hit.
Okay.
Will it? Will it though?
9 points of bludgeoning damage,
For at least a few more levels.
and you're knocked prone as this one over here launches 2 lances and a shield, but only hits with the shield.
Whatever, asshole, I'm on the other side of the minute hand now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could say we're behind the times.
High five.
Wow.
That sounds pretty good. I
Well,
enjoyed
it's gonna
that.
have to be a low 5.
Wow.
Birdie.
I'm offended by that one.
Yeah, I think we found our title for the week.
Birdie, I rolled
Yes.
two.
Okay, no, I gotta write that down.
I rolled 2 1s and a 5, so that first attack's not doing nothing. Second attack. All right, I've got a 23.
You need a 15.
I got a 16.
Okay.
I can throw away that 12. So 5 points of bludgeoning damage, and you're knocked prone from the shield. And 9 points of piercing damage, as this one over here flings a shield and 2 lances on each of its turns.
Okay, I'll have the 9 damage with my uncanny dodge.
Okay?
Alright, cool.
So I've got Birdie and Windy laying prone right now.
Yeah, but
Which
we're
one was
behind
that
the
you tabbed?
times.
Behind the times is fine.
Which one was that you tabbed, Brick?
This is one over here.
Oh,
Through
thanks.
a shield and 2 lances twice at Birdie.
Alright.
Bring us to Raazu.
No, I'm making a note of that. That's totally the title.
Move here.
Everybody's stacking up right behind the...
Yeah, no, yeah.
Okay.
We got your number now, asshole. That's that one.
He's
Oh,
like, you
okay.
fell into my trap card.
Yeah, now it's gonna do the time reversal.
Yep. I can't wait for that. That's going to be good. Oh, nice. Okay. I got 2 more jail for the dice for the dice jail.
Let's do the time warp.
So everybody's like so clustered up behind this hand. There's just no room to maneuver anymore. You're trying to...
Yeah.
Okay. Is that the end of Raazu?
Yeah, that's the end. It's the end of Rasu's turn.
Okay. What about Adrex?
Not the end of Rasu. Come on now, Brick.
Okay. Can I hurl a javelin at it?
Sure.
All right.
I believe in you.
I mean, Windy's laying on the ground, and this thing's taller than Red is.
It's taller than Wendy even if she was standing up.
That is a 24.
Will hit.
I mean, behind the
Fighter,
times.
all the dice are the same damage.
Behind the times
So,
is
8
the
damage.
is better than the other title I was going to use, which was Eyes
Second
to See.
javelin.
I would
Off
have
the
just called it
table.
Inkach's Tower Part 2, so...
That is a 27
Also hits.
for another. And it's off the table again.
You did it.
Another 9 damage.
Maybe don't throw it off the table anymore?
I'm trying not to throw it on your dumb little cubes. You know, dumb little tiles, because whenever I do that, it's just like, it's a 20, now it's a 2! Haha, get fucked!
Is Adrex moving or
So-
staying put?
You're just gonna stand right in the middle. Because you stand right in the middle.
You can't stand right in the middle because there's this bronze
Pillar.
kind of pillar coming out of the center of the
Well,
room that the 2 hands are attached to.
Alright. Alright.
How high is this pillar?
It's high. It's not so high that you couldn't climb on top of it, but it's thin enough to where Adrex probably couldn't climb on top of it, if that makes sense.
So what you're saying is I could climb on top of it and be totally safe.
Okay. Here's the question you have to ask yourself. Do I have a note in my thing telling me what happens if you try that?
Yeah, he's gonna make you. He's gonna spin around and dexterity saving throw to keep your balance.
That sounds like a question remarkably similar to, oh, so you guys don't check out the archives, huh? Oh,
Adrex, I need a dexterity saving throw.
Really?
Yes, because the hand was
Dexterity?
pointing here, and you're standing on this square, and it's moving out from under you.
See, because I deliberately didn't want to do that, but all right.
Then you probably should have been on this square then.
Well, whatever.
Nat 20.
Okay, so you just—it's real easy. You just kind of lift your feet up as it moves out from under you and gets around. That's going to bring us to Birdie.
You know what? I'm just gonna shoot this one again.
I'm gonna go pee.
This one here that's now motionless.
We need to,
Yeah.
maybe if we destroy them before we concentrate and we just destroy them in a line. We just all gang up on one and beat it up, right?
Disagree.
Okay, well, go ahead and roll the hit.
It's possible.
So that's a 26 to hit.
That'll hit.
What I'm interested to find out is what happens when a hand stops on a 9 next. That's my curiosity.
So that's 18 points of piercing damage.
Okay, that's quite a lot of damage.
Yep.
Moving or staying put?
I'll move here.
I mean, you put an arrow in this thing, and you definitely damaged it. It just doesn't react when you do. You've definitely pierced this thing nice and deep. That's going to bring us to red.
Cutting action dash.
Okay.
Ready in action to stab it once somebody else is over here.
Okay. Windy.
All right, I'll be the somebody else.
Remember, you got to take half your movement to stand up.
Yep. So I'll stand up. Can I still make it? Nope.
I think Brickroad is just trying to sell Wizards of the Coast a Nerf Monk.
I'm going to key point to move. And then I'm going to stab a boy. Right here.
Stab a boy. Okay.
That moved next to it, right? So that should trigger red stuff.
So you have a key point you can spend the dash is what you did?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that'll trigger red's ready to action first.
I'll roll better than that.
I thought about actually getting like clock hands to put on the board, but that was going to be really unwieldy trying to rotate them every round. So you have to kind of imagine a line drawn between the center and each of the hands.
That only hits an armor class of 8.
No, that's not going to do it. Wendy, you're going to stab this boy?
Yeah, I'm gonna stab this boy.
Okay.
That's a 15.
15 will hit.
That's a 13.
13 does not hit.
Less than that. And a 20.
And 20 will hit. Is that a natural 20?
Yeah, but I actually can't roll that because I forgot that I already used my bonus action.
Oh, okay.
So I hit, but only in my dreams.
It's nice
That's
to have
at
things.
9.
9 points?
9 flashing.
Okay.
Magical.
And then you don't have any movement left, correct?
Yeah, I do have some movement left, but I'm not going to use it.
And you're not dodging?
Nope.
Okay.
It's interesting, huh?
I feel like we're missing a key part of this puzzle.
Start with
No, I think I figured it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll start with red.
Yep.
I have a 9, a 9,
Nope.
and a 10.
Nope.
Okay, now let's do windy.
So the blue one here, at least, when the blue one's at a multiple of 3, I think you get 2 attacks if you're standing next to it.
I think it's whichever one has the red one gets 2 turns.
You could be right.
Windy.
Yeah.
I have a non-natural 20.
Yeah.
I have a natural 20.
Yeah.
And I have a 21.
Alright.
Okay, first attack. These guys are throwing 3 lances, by the way. This one just tried to attack red and completely missed. This one's throwing lances at Windy. 6
Don't say
points.
throwing lances, because
Launching lances. 6 points from the first lance. Second lance is a crit. For 23 points of piercing damage.
okay.
And the third lance is 4 points of piercing damage.
And I'm down.
And Windy falls over. This one throws 3 lances at Adrex twice.
Yeah, that's what happened the last time that one was there. But I thought the blue one did that too last turn. So it might just be anything in a multiple of 3.
Adrex.
Yeah.
I have a non-natural 20,
Mm-hmm.
a 6, and a 7.
Nope.
And second volley, I've got a 23,
Yep.
7, and an 8.
Nope.
Okay. 2 out of 6 lances. 6 points from the first one. And 5 points from the second one. That's it for Clockman. That brings us to Raazu.
10, 20, 30 gets me there. Unfortunately, not close enough to bolt this Windy. But at least Windy ain't going to be taking auto damage from the clock hand. That is
Until it spins around.
Yeah.
Till we hit the reverse direction.
Yeah,
Trick.
I can't wait for that. That'll be hilarious. This is the world's most difficult trick. I'm going to throw a javelin at that one.
Okay.
That's a 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
Uh, 9 damage, and I'll go ahead and throw a second javelin. 2 left after this.
Okay.
That is only a 12 to hit.
That's not going to do it.
Alright. That's all I got.
You whip
I had
2
5 more
javelins.
Yep.
Adrex.
I'm going to Healer's Kit. Windy.
Okay.
Windy. Please get back. Plus 4, so 8 HP plus however many hit dice you have.
Your maximum hit dice. Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So Windy is just laying prone there now. With hit points.
With hit points.
Is that for Adrex?
Going to... Nope. Oh, that's right.
I can't hear what you're saying, man.
You're very quiet.
That is not it for Adrex. So I'm pondering. I'm going to...
Pondering quietly.
Adrex is going to Action Surge.
Yeah.
Wait. So bad at whatever. Don't care. Stab.
Okay.
Don't think feel.
I gotta remember I got the shield on. Damn it! That's a 10. Alright. And that's a 14.
That'll hit.
Alright, so it wasn't completely wasted.
Don't you hate it when you waste the action surge?
Oh, it's the worst.
It's a great
The
feeling.
worst. The absolute
7
worst.
points of damage.
7 points.
Yeah.
Okay.
And bonus action. Windy.
Yeah.
Get more hit points
Gonna
back.
rally.
So these are temp hit points, yes?
Yes, these are 10.
Okay.
So 2
Alright.
plus 4, so it gets 6 10 HP.
Okay.
Do you have movement left?
Five, 6. Am I behind it at this square?
No, you'd be right on top of it.
Right on top of it.
But 1 foot would be safe.
6.
You can't get away from it with 5 feet of movement. Anywhere you go.
Do
That's
they hit
gotta be
the
63.
outermost edge?
They go to the wall, yes.
How are they not hitting the golems?
They have no ankles.
Yeah.
They,
Oh, really? Okay.
the golems are cheating.
So, to be clear,
They got no
Adrex, you're
quest-
still going to make the dex save from there. 'Cause you're standing...
Yeah, that's I made that decision when I ran up to that goal.
I mean,
So-
the question could be, could you just stand on it? Will it bear your weight?
Go
Can
for it.
you ride along?
Can I stand on it?
No.
Can I sit on it and prevent it from moving?
Seems like a very
Adrex, I need a dex save.
Off the table we go.
God. Just roll it on this side of the table and don't.
Prone.
All right, so you're knocked prone. 7 points slashing damage, and how much did you fail it by?
What's the DC?
16.
By 13 again.
Okay, then yeah, you're knocked prone. Birdie,
Yep.
how's it looking?
Well, I guess I'll shoot. Actually, Adrex, how many hit points do you have left?
I've got 29.
Oh, well, never mind.
Okay.
At least until, they decide to shoot 6 of them all at once at him again.
Yeah, no, I'll just shoot this one.
Okay.
The same one I shot an arrow in last time when it didn't have a thing in front of it.
Very good.
So that a 25
Will hit.
for 10 piercing.
And then moving where, if at all?
Move there.
Okay.
I'm staying right up on this thing,
Right behind it.
right behind it.
Red.
Ugh.
Waiting for the sudden but inevitable betrayal.
Yeah, we're all stacked up behind it. It's going to be great.
Oh, I didn't even think about moving right up on it. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
We're nowhere.
Yeah, I think I just stab it.
Okay.
Hits an armor class of 20.
That'll hit.
For 7 damage.
And once again, the bell tolls. This time with 3 rings.
Progress?
That's the end of Red's turn.
Okay.
Don't tell me we have to do this 12 times.
I got all night, buddy. Windy, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna stand up.
Sure.
And I am going to take a couple shots at this one right here.
Okay.
That's a 22
Will hit.
and an 11.
Will not hit.
For 12 piercing magical.
Okay. And it recoils when hit from the shot.
And I'm good. I'll move over here. I like it here.
5, 10, 15.
I feel like the non-magical attacks are not doing anything.
Birdie. I need a Constitution saving throw. Red is just out of range of this.
No, I failed.
Okay, you are stunned till the end of your next turn, as this one here, the horn forms out of its chest and it blares forth at you. This one blares its horn twice, but nobody's standing close enough to it to be affected. Raazu.
Okay.
Seems like they're less dangerous when they stack up. I'd have thought the other way.
Well, we need to see if that other one activates on 9, I guess.
Can I reach this one with a 10-foot reach?
Not from
From
there,
here?
you can't.
From there?
From here?
Yeah, from here?
Yeah, I'll put him in this square, that's fine.
Okay, then. Alright. Then it's halberding time.
Now, if you're standing in that square, you're in the path of the sweep.
I'll be fine.
Okay. Famous last
Switch
words.
with Birdie?
Then Birdie will be in path of the sweep.
Yeah.
Well, can you come in through this square and switch with... Never mind. Sorry.
I mean, I'm stunned. I ain't going nowhere.
Geometry. Yeah, I
Oh,
can't.
you just
really-
stand over... He's a small creature. Just stand over him. He's stunned.
Go ahead and roll the hit.
Brook Road would allow that. That's a 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
Yeah, for 6 slashing damage.
Okay.
Let's do it again. It's only a 10.
10 does not hit.
That was all my movement, so I'm about to get tripped up.
What?
Adrex, how's that floor taste?
Pretty good.
Okay.
Pretty good. Describe to me this center column one more.
So you've got the center column that's jutting up from the floor by a couple of feet,
Yeah.
and two of the hands, the two corporeal hands, the big slicey one on top, and then the weird warpy one on the bottom. So this turquoise one and this red one are both connected to it. It's only a couple of feet tall. You could climb it, but it's not wide enough for you to like perch on top of. Maybe Birdie could do it. Maybe.
I'm more interested in just taking it out.
Just taking it out? How so?
Yeah. Maybe a couple sword swings, see what happens.
Okay.
Do a little science.
Now you can either do this or you can make an active perception check in order to figure out a property of the mechanics.
Let's do an active perception check.
Okay.
I feel like missing something. Nope, I'm blipping that.
Really?
In fact, I'm going to blip it so it's a success.
4 blips, huh?
4 blips.
Yeah. Because... Alright, we'll just... But yeah. Alright, go ahead.
Examining the center column here, every time the clock hands move, they all move at once.
Right.
And you see what looks like a crackle of electricity run from this blue ghostly one to the center and back every time you move. You think actually contacting this center pillar with anything made of metal is a bad idea. You also observe anything that this red shimmery one is pointing at, the one that's kind of warping time, anything standing in that path gets 2 actions.
Mm-hmm.
Including you, because you've had that happen to you.
Never had that happen to me.
Moving or staying put?
I guess we just gotta take out 12 goddamn gold.
And to clarify, by standing in path, I mean whoever starts their turn in the path of this.
Right.
Originally, I had it whoever it sweeps past, but then I figured actually keeping track of that was going to be a goddamn nightmare. So. Okay, hands will move now. Raazu, I need a dex saving throw.
Yep, so I knew that was coming. Should have been ready for it. That's a failure. I'm knocked prone.
How much did you fail it by?
A lot.
A lot.
6. I've failed it by 10.
13 points of slashing damage, and you're knocked prone.
Mm-hmm. Overextended.
Birdie is no longer stunned at the end of his turn. And that brings us to red.
Did you share that information, Adrex?
Yeah. Adrex is not the one to hoard that information, because he's not the smartest bulb in the group, so...
Alright, Red's gonna come over here,
Right.
pull out
No.
his thieves' tools. Sorry.
What are you trying to do
And-
here?
I'm gonna try and hook a wire into the mesh, and then I'm gonna connect it to this.
Okay.
So I'm gonna spend 1 turn right now just getting the whole thing set up, like I've been doing to disarm those lightning traps.
So to be clear, you're going to attach a wire from this lightning rod in the center to the metal wire mesh that you're all standing on.
Yep.
Okay.
Ah!
Make a
No.
Dex Thieves Tools check.
It's fine. It's like with a car. Like, you're not protected from a lightning strike because of the tires. It's the frame.
That would be yes. 19.
19. Okay. So yeah, you get this wire in place with a few seconds to spare before the hands move again.
And yeah, then take a wooden tool and press it up against the pillar.
Okay.
And cunning action dash. Actually, there. 1, 2, 3. I want it in there.
All right, Windy.
Alright. I'm going to... I don't know. I think I'll just keep Take your shots.
Okay.
Hot shots.
So I do have a question. We opened this door over here to trigger this trap. Is it still open?
It didn't open. As soon as he went to move it, the other one slammed shut.
Yeah, I was just checking to see if it was unlatched, basically.
Oh, okay.
Does a 13 hit?
It does not.
That's it for me.
It's gonna bring us to my boys.
So
This
yeah,
one
you know
walks
what?
back into place.
We'll do this. We'll put a ground symbol right here. Because that's what's... Yeah.
Okay. Windy, you're not dodging, correct?
I am not.
Not dodging. And Raazu is prone.
Yep.
Okay.
I will point out I'm wearing nice, fancy, non-conductive shoes.
You think that's gonna save you?
Yes.
Windy.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got a 17.
No.
No. And I have way less than 17. As this one launches a lance and a shield at you. And then does it again. I have
Sway out of the way.
a 17 and less than a 17.
So, yeah, time repeats. Exactly.
Okay, red.
Mhm.
You're not dodging, correct?
Nope.
I got a nat 20.
Yep.
And I have a 9.
Nope.
These things have gotten like 20 crits.
Well, when you attack this many times.
There.
6 points of bludgeoning damage. As this one here fires its shield off at you and knocks you prone.
I'm gonna uncanny that.
To cut the damage in half?
Yep.
Okay. And the lance goes over your head. And Raazu.
Yep.
I have a nat 20
Okay, now it's just statistically inordinate.
and a
Brick
24.
Brick Road, come on now. That's fine, go ahead.
If she's prone, you get disadvantage, I would think.
Or blind.
6 points of bludgeoning damage from the shield. You're already knocked prone, though.
Yep.
The lance, 4 points of piercing damage. As this one throws its shield and its lance across the room to hit Raazu. Actually, you know what? No, I'm sorry. Undo that entire turn. None of that happens, because this one moved into place and didn't do shit. I forgot that one had stepped back into place. It didn't actually take any
So
actions.
which one's attack 2?
This one attacked twice. Attacked Windy twice. This one attacked you once. This one
Okay.
was going to attack Raazu, but then I remembered it had to walk back into place.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so that answers that question.
Raazu, you're up.
Half a movement to stand up. And I'm clearly on this side of the thing, right?
Clearly, until the Mad Hatter yells reverse direction.
Yep, exactly. Let's go ahead and halberd that golem who did nothing wrong. That's only an 11 to hit. So how about another attack here? That's a little bit better. That's 20.
That'll hit.
Please to enjoy 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay. And are you moving or staying put?
I had to use all my movement to get to stand up and.
Adrex.
Oh, yeah. Hey, oh, hey.
What are you doing to this guy?
I am caressing him gently. No, I'm stabbing.
I think a gentle caress is only a D4.
Oh, gosh, that is a 14.
That might hit.
14 will hit.
Hey, all right. That.
Meanwhile, Mind Flayer and Mind Wiper Drow Buddy are over here.
9 damage.
What are
9
those guys
damage?
are doing?
Attack number 2.
He's having some tea, I think.
Go to Dice Jail. Wait,
Uh,
Dice Valhalla is a thing now?
Yeah.
I don't have more things I can do.
Okay. Destil, in as much
Mhm.
detail as you can, describe to me this apparatus that you've built.
All
We're all
right, so it's
gonna
basically
die.
just a piece of copper wire
Okay.
wrapped around one of the mesh points, like in a 2 or 3 times around where like 4 of the joints come together,
Okay.
and then wrapped tightly around that so that as it turns, it will unwind. But it's still like so it won't just snap. It's wrapped around that in the opposite of the direction in which that's turning.
Okay. But there is a piece of wire connecting the central pillar to the mesh floor.
Yep.
Okay. I have to roll a shitload of dice. Actually, I've only got to roll a couple of dice and then apply a shitload of damage. Alright, not as much as I was expecting. Everyone takes 21 points of lightning damage.
And I'm out.
I'll
Now-
go ahead and move the hands here.
21 points of lightning damage. Okay.
Gee, that's funny.
It's a little
As-
funny.
Lightning discharges along this copper wire, it hits the mesh, and arcs out in all directions, zapping all of you, as well as all 12 of the golems. So,
Clock just starts
calc.exe.
going fucking nuts.
Oh, wow.
Like 4,
Oh.
5, 6.
Clang, 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 clang.
You hear the bell starts going crazy. It tolls out
For the
4 times, and then waits a second, and then tolls out 5 more times on top of that. And it becomes apparent to you guys, this is going to happen every single time the hands move until somebody cuts that circuit. This didn't touch anybody this turn.
Hooray.
Birdie. Who's down? Is it just Windy that's down?
Birdie's down.
Birdie's down?
I'm just prone.
So Birdie, let's get a death save.
That is a 17.
17, that's good. Red.
Mhm.
You're feeling slightly electrocuted. What do you do?
Just go ahead and stand up. I will force a healing potion down Birdie's throat.
Okay.
And the electricity is periodic, right? It's not always running.
Right, it's going to deal that every time the clock hands move.
I'm just gonna run through this thing then and disconnect it.
Okay.
Like it's not very well secured. Because I just have movement left after that.
And it's about this time that the 2 sets of bell tolls are fading away now. 3, then 4. Is that the end of red?
5:30. I've got. Let's give Raazu advantage on her next attack against this one.
Okay.
Oh.
I have a
Windy.
Yeah.
Let's get a death save.
McDohl had a thing to say.
Oh, do you have a thing to say?
No, it's alright.
No deal.
I can say it on my turn.
Okay.
It's not a big deal.
That's a 5?
That's a fail.
What?
Death save.
I don't know about that.
It's got to roll a 10 or above.
I've never had to make one of those.
I know. It's new for me as well. Okay. Red.
Mm-hmm.
This one throws its lance at you. This one here.
Yep.
For 17.
That is my armor class.
Okay. For 8 points of piercing damage.
Let's make that 4.
Okay. This one here is going to throw its lance at Raazu.
Okay.
26 to hit.
Yep.
For 8 points of piercing damage. This one's going to throw 1 lance at Raazu and 1 lance at Adrex. So first turn at Raazu. I have a 16 to hit.
Nope.
And Adrex.
Yeah.
I have a 15 to hit.
Nope.
Nope.
Can I use my reaction to activate the shield?
Sure. And you grapple onto this thing's lance. Now there's a chain connecting you and it.
Okay.
Seems like a bad idea, but okay.
It does seem like a bad idea, but
but
There's a red
So-
dot next to me. So
Well, Raazu's going to get the benefit of the red dot, but you're standing 5 feet away from it. This line draws from here to the center. Raazu, take your first turn.
My first turn. Let's see, 10, 20, 25 to give Wendy 5 hit points back.
Using lay on hands.
Yep.
Wendy, you are gently caressed back to life.
again,
Yep.
And that concludes Raazu's turn.
And Raazu is... Well, you didn't end your turn in the path of the hand anymore.
It's fine.
So that's that. Adrex. Now, Adrex, if you move into the path and end your turn there, then you will get a second turn immediately. Okay.
all right, attack.
Just beat it to death with its own arm.
Yeah, that's a 27
That'll hit.
for. I just don't know how many hit points these guys have for 8 damage.
For 8 damage. And when you pull your sword back, all 12 of these golems begin to crumble into their component parts. And you hear the bell start chiming, and this time it rings out 6 times in total. And by the time the 6th bell has reverberated, all of the parts of the golems are now laying on the ground motionless, and the hands cease to move, and all of the gears start coming to a halt, and the room is again quiet.
Raazu doubles over a little bit and just starts laughing. This will make a hell of a story.
so what are the chances that it's because we're getting to 7 p.m. and we were all just saved by the bell?
We ran it legit. That was all its hit points.
Saved by the bell.
On one hand, I think that was not the worst idea. On the other hand, it was the worst idea. So I don't know. We'll chalk that one up as a wash. Sorry.
Here's the thing, though. Was it creative?
So, yeah, attempting to attack or destroy this post incurred 8d8 lightning damage as it arced from the center. He connected it to the floor, so everything in the room, including all 12 golems, took 8d8 lightning damage.
I think that might break my disintegrate record.
That's more damage than I've ever seen done in a single round of
21
D&D
times
ever.
12,
Yeah, it was pretty fun. Because it had
252 damage.
yeah. So
Well,
there
no,
was
not 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Yeah.
well, I didn't.
357.
Each golem didn't have its own individual hit points.
Yeah.
What it was is each one had 50 hit points, and there's 12 of them, so I just gave them a complete pool of 600. You guys chewed through 270 something of that in that one round.
So we would have
Wow.
been here forever. Okay.
See now, okay, so now that I've learned stuff about this encounter, I want to run this exact same encounter next week with some tweaks.
Yeah, me too.
Because
Climbing pittance and everybody get on the wall and let's do it again.
What I was going to suggest is you set that up again, but we walk the hell out of the room.
oh no, the doors are locked until the trap is done. I wasn't
You
going to allow
guys stay
that.
outside the room. I'll do it, and then I'll just start flying in the center of the room.
I'll help Wendy to her feet.
All right, so it is really late. I'm sorry, I wasn't expecting that encounter to be that long, but I guess I kind of should have, I suppose.
Maybe a little bit.
I would give each one 25 hit points, I think, and do bell tolls at every 50 damage. But yeah, well done. So we're going to, in the interest of time, we'll do this week's blips at the beginning of next week.
Oh god, let me write this down.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I already have
do.
some notes, but
Oh, I shoved
Yeah.
the eyeball thing in the chamber. That's what I did. I shoved eyeball.
So here are the mechanics in case you guys wanted. Well, how much did you guys figure out? I'm curious.
I was only frustrated with the fact that we kept hitting golems and none of them were. I thought we were doing something wrong.
No, every time you hit a golem, it did damage. Just the motionless ones weren't able to react.
Cool.
Okay.
So, what did you figure out, McDohl?
Well,
I'll tell you what, here's what we'll do. Instead of doing traditional blips this week, let's see how much of the encounter you guys figured out. I'll award everybody blips based
So
on...
here was the tricky part, right? Which
Mhm.
was that I am almost certain I was standing in front of one of those things when the red thing was there. But I think the issue was at that point in your head, because you said it a couple times, you were thinking someone who starts their turn there.
Mhm.
And I didn't start my turn there. So that completely threw me off, because I thought I got it, and then I was, oh fuck.
I figured there's one of two things people are going to do in this fight. Either they're going to chase this red one around and all stand in the center in this line to get those turns, or they're all going to stay in front of the blue, or just behind the blue one so it stops sweeping over them.
My plan was to chase the red one until I thought I figured out that it was when you start your turn there, and then I was like, oh, so that won't work.
Yeah.
I mean, we all pretty much figured out the
sweeping one. I think that was a solvable problem.
So, did anybody figure out what actions, what governed which actions?
If they're all next to one another, they did the big shield thing, like the X thing.
Yeah, they were all close together and did the big shield thing.
That wasn't it.
What is it?
This blue one is always pointing at a number. If it points at a 1, all of them use a lance. If it points at a V, they use a horn. If it points to an X, they use a shield. So this blue one was here, so each of the 3 that had a hand in front of them got to throw 1 lance. Whereas if it was here, each of them would have got to throw 3 lances.
Oh.
And if it was here, they would have got to throw 3 lances and a horn.
Yeah, right.
I'm going to give everybody 2 blips for what you did figure out in that fight. And I'll give you your experience for this week. And we'll forego the traditional blips this week just in the interest of time. That way nobody's got to remember shit for next week.
There better be some sick frickin' EXP from this fight.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Alright, so 50 zombies times quite a lot of zombies. I'm going to give you your XP based on the 3 encounters that we did.
That's fair.
Okay, so for the zombies, 120 XP each. I figure that's not bad for a fight with literally 0 danger.
Sure.
We just made it harder on ourselves.
12 zombies all attacking at disadvantage every round. Okay,
We did all the damage in that fight.
300 XP for each of you for the 2 Oculo Swarms. 720 XP for each of you for the Clockwork fight.
Oh, how much was the zombies?
Is what?
120.
120 for zombies.
It was 120, 300, and 720.
Yep, that's correct.
And then 2 blips.
And 2 blips.
Which are worth what?
300.
Oh, weird. I leveled to level 7, and it says right here, at level 7, you regrow your eyes.
Oh, nice. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. Everybody take
class feature.
1 blip for rescuing the prisoner in the torture chamber as well. So,
Cool.
all right.
Yeah, it's just a very specific monk class feature. I guess for most people it would be like a Riven level.
Cool. I guess that's weird. Also, you're a liar.
What?
So I imagine when we come back next week, you guys are going to go off in search of a long rest somewhere.
Yeah.
I know,
Let
we
me.
were just electrocuted. I think
I'm doing pretty good.
A Flumph of the Wild, search for the long rest.
I was doing good until I decided to TPK everyone, both sides.
Yeah, good job. Good job, Destil.
See, I thought that worked out really well for you, because that was an insane. I didn't plan for that contingency. What happens if they hook it up to the metal floor? But I kept describing it as a metal floor, so I figured that was fair. And it neatly makes up for me having given the boss twice as much health as it probably should have had. All right. All right, thank you everybody for watching. I know we went over tonight, and I hate going over, but it happens sometimes.
Never admit mistakes.
Right. I'm not sorry at all. All right, guys. Peace out.
Bye.
Sleep well.
Later.
Later.
See ya.
Later.